Hello, book lovers. Welcome back to another exciting episode of KSB's Book Review. Long time no see. It's been a while. Hope you've still been reading. I've had exams back to back, and also have classes. Preparing for final exams in the last year of high school. So trying to keep up. Sometimes classes go into the weekend, and by the time you get back, you're already tired. There's the daylight has gone, so you can't really record with low daylights and low aperture. But I just decided to put this video out there because it's been a while since I put a video out there. So how have you guys been? I hope you've been reading. I've definitely been reading. Yes, I might not have posted in the last couple of weeks, but when you start reading, you definitely won't stop reading. So I hope you guys have been reading. How have you guys been? Tell me, which book has stood out for you the most in the comments? The last couple of months, which book has stood out for you the most in the comment section? So in today's review, the book and okay, yes. Also, I would also like to talk about last five people that are writing their final year exams in last year of high school. We will definitely make it. Yes, the journey. We are going to smash it. Our names will be written in gold, and the sky is only going to be our starting point. So in today's review, the book I'll be reviewing with you today is Only Way Home, written by Cathy Gohkle. Cathy Gohkle is an American author who writes a lot of books, and she specifies in the genre of writing books based on World War, things that happened in the World War, people that were affected during the World War, and this is one of those books. So the book I'm reviewing today, Until We Find Home, is about an American woman who is trying to get 5 Jewish children from Paris to England, and she has to go through a lot of trials and tribulations on the way. She has to find courage to talk to her aunt to be able to shelter them in her aunt's place while the war is still going on, while there are still a lot of war crimes that are going on. She also has to try and protect herself. She's trying to, even though she cannot end the war directly, she's just trying as much as possible to be as kind to as many people as she possibly can, trying to be as human as she can, trying to be as generous, trying to lend out a helping hand, even though she cannot, even though her presence will not directly influence the war positively for it to end. She's just trying to protect as many people as she can, show as much kindness as she can. It shows her journey from Paris, trying to talk to military, trying to build courage, building her faith journey as well. Because one of the children told her about Christ. All her life, she never believed that Jesus was real until one of the children, as young as he was, he told her about it, and she got a revelation, and she felt convicted in her spirit that, oh, Jesus is actually real. And they started praying together, they started reading the Bible together, and eventually their faith grew, their spirits grew, and they became more and more confident in Christ. My favorite part of this book is the woman's courage. In this period of time, especially during the war, there was gender inequality and there was female subjugation. So there were some times when she was a woman, the people felt that, oh, they would look down on her because she's a woman, but she still felt that courage to want to talk to them, to still negotiate with some of the military, to get through some borders, to get through some country borders, to talk to some people that were holding chariots, how she could get her and the children safely to her aunt's place. She was able to excuse me, she was able to get that courage through her faith, reading the Bible. She was able to get that courage to be able to talk to people, and that's one of my favorite parts of this book. In this book, there were lots of vocabulary, but the one that stood out for me the most is Anglosphere, which means English-speaking countries that are considered a collective unit. My ratings for this book is a must read. The book is very exciting. It is a first person narrative omniscient because she's the one that is narrating the story, narrating what is happening in the book. The writer's style is very unique. The plot is amazing. The twisting and the outplay of events is a very interesting, very engaging, very exciting. It's a very exciting book, and you definitely look forward. I'll definitely recommend this book, and I'll give it a must read. So if you're in the library or going book shopping, do well to look out for this book, Until We Find Home. This book is a very exciting book, very engaging. I'm usually used to reading books about people that were directly involved in the war, But this book is about someone who was just like a side character, like a minority personality in the war itself. She wasn't directly involved in it, but at any moment she could also be involved in death, or she could also have been kidnapped by one of the warring countries. So reading a book from a perspective, it enlarged my genre of books. And I'm also, that's one of the reasons why I feel if you're going to the library or going book shopping, do well to look out for this book, Until We Find Home. Don't forget about the reading challenge. The reading challenge is still on. I've read a lot of books. I've read a couple books, in the past few weeks. And I hope you're still reading. I hope, just because of the exams, even that's 1 hour, 2 hours that you have to rest, that you can use to just distract yourself a little bit. Hope you're burying your head in a book or two, so I hope you're on the reading challenge. The reading challenge is still on, and I hope you have friends that you're on the reading challenge with. Also, I'd like to say, for those, like I said earlier, but for those of us that are writing our final year exams for the last year of school, hope God will help us. He said, everything, God can, we can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Yes, that's exactly what I was looking for. But yes, we'll definitely make it. Our names will be written in gold. And yes, like I said before, the sky is only our starting point. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, drop a like on the video. If you're new, subscribe to the channel. My name is KSB. I read and review exciting books. Share the link with your friends. Drop a comment if you think there's something I should do in my next video. And always remember that readers are leaders who are way ahead of others. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.